This is Phil Toko, and you're watching the Agri-Food Safety Minute, the web series designed to get you one step closer to GAP certification every week. Every GAP certified farm must have a scientifically based water testing policy that minimizes the risk of foodborne illness. In most auditing schemes, however, no scientifically based standard is given in order to base water quality assessments on. Therefore, the grower is required to find a scientifically based water quality assessment that they can both live with and that meets GAP standards. The Agri-Food Safety Work Group in Michigan proposes two scientifically based standards, either of which will work for GAP certification. The first of these standards that we offer is from the Leafy Greens Marketing Agreement. The standard proposed by the Leafy Greens Marketing Agreement outlines a protocol for testing and sampling, as well as it offers a threshold with regards to E. coli. The Leafy Greens Marketing Agreement standard sets forth both a protocol for testing and analysis, as well it sets forth a threshold for E. coli at 126 most probable number of E. coli per 100 milliliters of water for any one sample, or an average of 5 samples over the course of several seasons, no more than 235 most probable number of E. coli per 100 milliliters. With the average, it's important to remember that no one sample should exceed 576 most probable number of E. coli. An advantage to this standard is that it is very flexible. It allows for some flexibility with regards to the amount of E. coli in a particular body of water. This particular test is well suited for surface water testing. A disadvantage of using the LGMA standard is it's a bit more complex. You're dealing both with averages as well as individual samples, and you have to ensure that both the testing and the analysis are done in a way that conforms with LGMA standards. Another standard that the Agri-Food Safety Work Group puts forward to use for irrigation water testing is the State of Vermont's Irrigation Water Testing Guideline. In the State of Vermont's Irrigation Water Testing Guideline, the threshold is 77 colony-forming units per 100 milliliters of water. This threshold has the advantage of being static, so you don't have to worry about calculating averages from one test to another. The disadvantage is that this test threshold is fairly low. It's well suited for testing municipal water or for testing well water. However, surface waters may fluctuate with rain events or other things that could potentially put you at risk of having to put in a costly mitigation. You can find sample boilerplate language for both of these standards, as well as further information on each standard to include in your GAP Manual's appendix. Thanks for joining us this week. We hope to see you again next week on the Agri-Food Safety Minute.